Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Afifah Nabila, and in this video I'm going to reflect what I have learned from the previous meeting. And the previous material talked about the implementation of learning and assessment. So we're going to discuss about learning first and then the assessment. And the first thing is talk about the definition of learning. Learning is not only memorizing the vocabulary or focusing on the grammar rules, but also learning is getting new knowledge, skill, and also the knowing how to use in real life situation. In English language teaching, there are 4 competences that we have to develop. For example, listening, speaking, reading, and also writing. And for example, by learning speaking skills, students can communicate effectively to other people. Students can express their ideas and respond them. So by using in real situations, students can apply their language skills, their 4 language skills outside classroom. And now we talk about the assessment. The assessment is the important part in education, either for teachers and also students. For teachers, assessments help teacher to monitor the learning strategies or method have been well implemented or not, and for understanding students' strengths and weaknesses. And for students, assessment is a tool for measuring their knowledge or achievement. And also assessment helps students to expand their need in certain subject or skills. Nowadays, Merdeka curriculum design the learning process is to be more adaptive, student-centered, and reflective of individual needs. Effective learning requires a thoughtful approach that considers students' progress and engagement at every stage. To achieve this, educators are encouraged to implement certain key characteristics that foster deeper learning and growth. The first one is utilizing assessment throughout learning process. Assessment is not only about grading or scoring the test in the end of the period, but also we can assess the students during the learning process by asking them a question about their opinion about the material, by asking what do you think about the material or what do you think about the previous material. And also students can create the group discussion to enhance their knowledge. And also teacher can open a Q&A section to ensure whether the explanation is already clear or not. And in the end of the learning process, students are asked to create self-reflection with what as similar what I'm doing now, and it aims to retain their understanding about the material. And the second one is understanding students' need and adjusting learning accordingly. Every students have different needs and interests, right? So we as educators should adjust learning strategy and method to make the learning more effective. And teacher can provide various teaching activities and create fun and creative projects where students can pick the theme or the topics based on their interests. So it can help students to improve their learning based on their interests or needs. The third one is prioritizing student learning progress over curriculum coverage. And teacher focus on helping students make meaningful progress in their understanding rather than rushing to complete the entire curriculum. Teacher lets students to learn actively by working in group rather than explain the material monotonously. However, we also pay attention to the students' level be taught to reduce the ineffective teaching and learning process. And the fourth one, the planning and implementation cycles of learning and assessment. The first one is teacher plan the lesson and the assessment. After that, teacher check their readiness before moving out to the material by giving quiz or ice breaking. And then students ask about the previous material. And then we conduct the learning by adjusting the lesson based on student level of understanding. After that, teacher provide the formative assessment during the learning process. And the last is the final assessment, or we can say summative assessment.